Meow, 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 meow. Getting ready for the vlog. Getting ready for the vlog. Getting ready for the vlog. Hey everyone, it feels a little weird but so good to be back in the swing of YouTube things, and I wanted to let you all know that I really appreciate your patience with me. Since posting the video where I updated you guys on my mental health state and kind of explained my YouTube absence at that point, this is my story. I've been really sad for a while now. I have done a lot. I went to VidCon where I moderated a panel, which was amazing. Beyond just coming out, and more specifically, this was a big year for coming out on YouTube as bisexual, which is super cool. Yeah! Yes! You can watch it here. I also filmed and posted 3 collabs.
He says, your professor just took your virginity. No.
I'm bi, and that's the first time I've said that on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first part is thinking about the word ally.
I've been working on Little YouTube a ton.
Hey, Little YouTubes, got you covered. It's a show about the little guys and all they're gonna offer. If you're feeling pretty slick, then you better check it out. Just lickety split. Little YouTube is a shit.
What do you think about every YouTuber and their mother coming out with a book?
Oh my gosh. I mean...
And most importantly, I have been practicing loving and being kind to myself. Really good news is, through a combination of therapy and support from my friends and family, meditation, medication, I have been feeling a lot better. And to be honest, you guys have been a phenomenal help to me as well. I don't know if I tell you as often as I should how special you all are to me. I love the way you listen to my views and my feelings non-judgmentally, and I'm obsessed with how involved you are in sharing your experiences and opinions of what I have to say in the comments. I don't mean to sound arrogant, but I really do think that I have the best audience of any YouTuber on this platform. Like, I actually believe that. That's not just something I'm saying. Thank you for being so open and kind and intelligent and meow 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 meow. That's enough, Ashley. Meow meow. Moving on, if you like that sappy moment we just had, be sure to stay tuned for the super cute Grace and Ashley 1-year anniversary video, which will be coming out in about 2 weeks. It's gonna be real adorable and real edity, just like Dear Girlfriend. However, I did feel like before I moved in with my first ever girlfriend, that teeny tiny, itty bitty, slightly janky, 400 square foot studio apartment with hideous floral carpet in the lounge was full of our firsts. Today though, I have a wonderful surprise for you. It's another installment of the ABCs of LGBT series, Mistakes Edition. I have 2 very special guests.
Hello, my name is Aiceland. I go by Ace. I was assigned female at birth, but I am a demi-agendered questioning person.
Hi, my name is Kai. I am 15 years old. I'm also a female-to-male transgender and a huge advocate for the LGBT+ community.
And these lovely people are going to be critiquing a few moments from my past ABCs of LGBT videos. They'll be offering constructive criticism on the ways I presented information, as well as providing alternative interpretations I may have left out when creating my scripts. We'll start with Aiceland. What were some of your thoughts?
So in the first video, when talking about the difference between sexual attraction and romantic attraction, regards to orientation where you can be homo-romantic or bisexual and things of that nature, the line was mentioned who they say might want to date versus make out with.
Romantic orientation. Unlike sexual orientation or who a person is sexually attracted to, romantic orientation is who a person is romantically or emotionally attracted to. Who they say might want to date versus make out with.
I think it's important to note that different people define intimacy differently, and so someone might see kissing as a more sexual act and therefore wouldn't kiss people unless they were sexually attracted to them, while other people might see it as a romantic act and will kiss people that they are romantically attracted to. This is just a small little thing that I wanted to bring up, and keep in mind that everyone defines intimacy differently and everyone defines attraction to different things in a different way.
You're absolutely right. The phrase, who they say might want to date versus make out with, was kind of oversimplistic. And I definitely think it's valuable to note that different people define intimacy, romance, and sexual acts differently. Anything else?
It kind of seemed that people were on the cusp of explaining this, but it never really was fully explained in the first episode of the 2 videos on gender. Clothes are made differently for different body types, i.e. broad shoulders, narrow hips, wide hips, small waist, large chest, etc. And usually the clothing companies will gender these things. These are male clothes because male clothes are traditionally made for people with broad shoulders or flatter hips or things of that nature. The same thing goes for clothing companies that label things for girls. But it's important to note that those genders that clothing companies place on clothing aren't real. And it's important to note that while this might be seen as a boy's shirt, when I put it on, when I wear it, it doesn't have a gender. And even when it is on the rack, it doesn't have a gender. This is a really complicated thing, and it's even hard for me to understand, even though I kind of thought this in my own head. Clothing isn't gendered. If someone who identifies as female wears this shirt, then it's a girl's shirt. If someone who identifies as agender wears this shirt, then it's an agender person's shirt, or it's an agender shirt. Clothing itself doesn't have a gender.
I'm really happy you said that. I think it's important to remember while stores and companies and society might gender clothing, since gender is a social construct, no shirt or pair of pants is intrinsically gendered. #YayTarget. And your final critique?
Another issue I had was with bigender and trigender. It was explained that bigender was a mix of male and female, or masculine and femininity, and that trigender was male, female, and other. It's important to note that these prefixes, the prefix bi doesn't inherently mean male or female. If someone is bigender, then they could be agender and female, which is something I am finding I connect with more, where I feel sometimes agendered and sometimes I feel like a male. And so I could use the term bigender to describe myself because those are the two genders that I personally feel I can fluctuate between. So it's important to note that with bigender and trigender, they don't have to include male or female or any gender really. They can include any two or any three or any, even with multigender, it can include any variation. It does not have to include the male or female or the masculine and feminine. After rewatching the entire ABCs of LGBT, those are the only issues that I personally found with it. That, I guess, is it. I hope you watch this video, Ashley, and I hope you take my criticism into consideration. I mean, respect by all these comments because your channel means the world to me. Thanks.
Aw, so many cute moments in one video. Thanks so much, Aislinn. Kai, did you have any feedback for me?
Apparently, there's a difference between gender dysphoria and body dysphoria. I personally thought they're the same.
Ooh, I'm gonna cut you off. We're actually out of time because I am trying to make a habit of not posting zillion-minute-long videos. Part 2 will be posted in a couple days, but if you can't wait that long to see my face again, you can click here to subscribe to my vlogging channel where Grace and I ramble incoherently in low quality every single day. Except for the days we forget or don't want to. Okay, bye!
Follow me on Twitter.
I've been asked on behalf of Ashley to have you subscribe and like. Pretty please for me. Like for me, please like for me.